Well, today on Nation, a window cleaners podcast, we're talking about how to be the greatest. I'm not talking sales. I'm not talking discounts. I'm talking about how you could be the greatest company in your area. So if you're a window cleaner or thinking about being in a window cleaner or just want to spend some time, stay tuned to WCR Nation. What's up, everybody? Jersey here from windowcleaner.com, and you are here. What is up? Happy July, if you're still listening to this in July. Either way, I just want to say thanks for being here. If it's first time, have a look around. Years of content. I want to start off by saying thank you to 3 of my customers. Let me put their orders in, and they're just awesome. Ben Forbes, of course. What's up, man? Sam Burkett, thank you. And of course, Logan Wood, who is like an OG customer of mine. So thank you for everybody who puts in orders. Just a couple people I pick at random just to say thanks. So anyway, today we're talking about kind of being the greatest. And I'm not talking about a sale or a discount or a logo or the branding. I'm not talking about how to be company visually, business-wise the greatest. I'm talking about how you could be the greatest company to the customer. Because here's the real fact of business is that we focus on things that are different than the customer focuses on. Right? That's fair. Like you are worried about, my blue shirt has to match my truck or whatever. And those are super important when you look at the overall brand, but people don't see that. They just know if it's wrong or they know if it's right. So that part is important to us. It's not as important to the customer. What is important to the customer is the overall company and what they see in you. And man, I was just talking to somebody the other day. It was maybe 2 weeks ago. And we were talking about kind of ads and kind of the company and all that. And I'm like, you put an ad together and you go, wow, this is great. And you're a window cleaner who knows this stuff and created the ad. And you're like, oh, this is going to be great. And then you go to the customer and they're like, I don't care about that. Like, I love pure water. But a customer doesn't want to know how many micron, that's dumb information. It just is, right? The big thing is what the customer sees. Because the reality of the whole being in a business, no matter what you do, is what's the customer get out of it, right? Like, if you go to a restaurant and you own a restaurant, you're like, we have the cleanest kitchen, and the customer will never see that. Should you have a clean kitchen? Yes. Like, should you brand amazingly? Yes. But it's not on the customers. If you're trying to appease the customer or talk to the customer, what does the customer see? Right? Like, how quickly and how nice is the front desk person? Like, they're just the person that puts them in the seat. Yeah, I know, but that's the first impression that somebody sees as they're going into a restaurant, right? We have to see that too as a small business. Is what is important to the customer? How can we be the greatest to the customer? Not the greatest around ourselves or other window cleaners. How can we be the greatest to the customer? Because the customer is ultimately the one who's going to buy again. They're the one who's going to tell everybody, and they're the ones that are going to help our business move forward. And I'm telling you, you've experienced this in life, even if you don't believe me, but the greatest things that have ever happened, right? Say you go to DoubleTree Hotel, okay? What's DoubleTree Hotel known for? Now, if you don't have DoubleTree in your area, this, obviously isn't maybe to everybody because somebody hasn't told you this yet. But when you walk into a DoubleTree hotel, they have great rooms, probably great rates, clean, good hotel, nice. But when you walk in and check in, they hand you a fresh, baked, hot chocolate chip cookie. You got 4 people, they give you 4 cookies. What's crazy is that has nothing to do with hotels. It has nothing to do with, having the cleanest rooms. It has nothing to do with having the friendliest staff. It has not. What it does do is it creates something worth talking about. It creates the experience. And when you're in a hotel, There's nothing worse than going to a cold, sterile hotel where you're like, it just feels awkward. You go there and it's like, here's your cookie. Going up to your room, right? That's why there's paintings on the walls when you go into places and fancy, this and fancy that. It's to make you feel at home. And they knock it out of the park with something as simple as a, 50-cent cookie. Probably, if you were to buy it, it'd be a good couple bucks. They're really good looking cookies. I don't, unfortunately, eat cookies. But they are amazing, right? The smell is in the lobby. As soon as you walk in, you go, that's right? And it's a cookie. It's nothing. What is the giant cookie at Costco? Like $3, $2.99? Would you go anywhere? Well, you get a free $2 thing. Like, no, that's dumb. But it works. And nobody says it doesn't work. They have great rooms. They have great everything else because they deliver. If they had crappy rooms but give you a cookie, nobody would care. They have to have everything, but guess what people talk about is that. As soon as you walk in the lobby, you're like, oh my gosh, this just feels different, right? So how do you create that for the customer? How does a window cleaning company create interest, excitement? Like, if we do the same thing, and again, I love my examples, but if I say our window cleaning service has 100% satisfaction guarantee. We also have insurance, of course, and we have really friendly techs. You're like, oh, okay. But if I create excitement in the same thing, we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. You don't pay a dime unless you're happy. We carry a full $2 million insurance policy. We don't plan on anything happening, but if it does, know that your home is covered. We have the best techs around, the friendliest staff, and I put my stamp of approval on it. They're all trained by me, and they are amazing. Okay? Those two things, I said the exact same thing. I may have worded it a little differently, but I said the exact same 3 points. Which one did you get? Now, I know a lot of you aren't monotone, and I know I'm over-animated, and people always say that, but I'm literally talking to nobody, so I have to kind of be over-animated, just so this is kind of at least tolerable for you to listen to. Hopefully you're at work and making $1 billion. But with all that being said, is you have to create something to get people like, well, I don't choose that one, right? But what is that? The problem is that when you started your company, just thinking of a name and a logo took days. Iterate, hopefully, with your logo. You looked at hundreds of logos and maybe dozens of them, right? Different versions and colors and fonts. And then you picked it and went, this is it. I'm called Clearview. like 50% of the companies out there, right? Not that that's a bad thing if you're named Clearview, because probability is you are. But you put it all together. You spend so much time, right? And then I go, what's your USP? Get me excited about choosing you. And you go, hey, we're insured and we clean windows like nobody else. You just threw that out there. Don't you want to think about it? Okay, we have a 7-day, like, whoa. Something as ridiculous as like your logo, your colors, the font of your logo. You spent days on. Maybe longer. Maybe you've gone through different versions of it. You hired a company, you did all that. And then when I come to the most important thing about your business is, why do I choose you? You just threw it off the cuff. And you gave me some reason. Everybody is like, well, we won't steal or beat you. Right? The big point of this is that it is very rare for somebody to have a genuine, real USP that they took time to think about, to craft. But that is the one single thing that not only sells you to other people when somebody asks you, but it is every piece of marketing, every website, every image, everything that you have is all based, again, on the USP. What makes you unique? What gets you excited? What gets the customer excited? You might be excited that you have water fed, the customer doesn't care. You know what the customer does care is? Hey, we don't have any ladders. We do everything from the ground with a machine that just produces rain. So there's no chance of us falling or marring your siding. I didn't tell you, well, the reverse osmosis system is... I'm getting you excited. I'm talking to the customer. I want to get them excited, right? Interest, excitement. I want them interested in me. Now, when they do any of the ads, marketing, anything, they're like, oh, well, look, this is kind of funny, right? Humor is amazing. Humor is great, right? Selling points in general, just to get somebody excited, right? If you have the, mother-in-law approval guarantee, if your mother-in-law tells you didn't do a good job with the windows, we'll give you, a free window cleaning, whatever. Something funny that is not going to be whatever. It breaks the ice. It's like, oh, these guys, they get it, right? What is the other reason, right? 100% chance your neighbors will be jealous. Like, these are little things that get people excited. Instead of going, we'll clean your windows really good, right? Excitement, interest. Once they get interest, they go to your website. They find more pictures and things and posts. And oh man, they're like, I need some window cleaning. Now they call you, right? How easy is it to book, to get pricing, to do all that? I tell you what, it is the absolute worst experience. If I call your company right now, hey, my name is Jersey. I'm looking for window cleaning. I'm right up the street from you guys at 123 Fake Street. And you go, oh, okay, hold on one second. Let me take your information and I'll get back to you. Oh, could you just tell me like a ballpark? No, we have to look at it. Oh, okay. Like, you've ruined the experience already. I want it now. It's in my head. It's in my brain. I don't want weeks worth of having to think about stupid window cleaning. That's like, I'd like you to vacuum my carpet, and you're like, all right, we'll take a week. We'll get you a price and a bid, and then we'll call you in a week about your vacuum. You're like, no, I just want it done. You're interested in window cleaning. The customer just wants it done. The experience of having it and using you is something that comes, but the booking of a new customer is so important. This is why every time I tell people, if you're doing in-person bids, you're absolutely making a huge mistake. Well, I can't do in-person bids in my area. Yes, you can. Because what do? You go to the job, you look at the windows, nobody tells you anything. You just walk in, you look at the window, go, there's a window, okay, I count it in my head. Can't you do that anywhere other way? Like, maybe once a year you got to go in person. Our policy is anything over 10,000 square foot of a house, I got to go in person because there's just so many nooks and crannies and things, but I will do it that day. Cool, I will be there in 30 minutes, right? I'm making it absolutely easy. Every ad you do should have your price. And the way you do that, you're like, well, everybody's house is different. I know. But you do a 20 window special. Now they know your price. Because A, it gets rid of tire kickers. B, I'm trying to make it easy so that when they come, they have an expectation that I can meet. I'm going to have somebody happy when their expectations are met. If you're expecting it to be $50 and I tell you it's $400, your expectations are not met. And even if that's a good deal, you call everybody else as $600, it doesn't matter. Right? So I'm setting that already. I'm softening them up. They can see it. They're going to call me. They're already kind of a ballpark. Right? If they think it's $50 and they see my 20 window specials at $299, and they're like, oh, that's way too much. Then they don't even call. I don't have to ruin their expectations and spend all this time. The booking, it should be incredibly easy. When you call me, oh, absolutely. Let me get you an estimate right now. I'm just going to pull up some satellites that are not my satellites and get you a quote, take a peek at some things. Let me ask you a couple questions. We'll start off with just your name and your address. Oh, cool. Yeah, they're on the roll. They're doing this. I'm getting a quick, fast, easy, instant estimate. When you look at anything estimates, it's always free. Fast estimates. Instant estimate. No obligation, right? I just want people to know. Because if they have all the information, then make the decision, right? They want window cleaning. I'm going to give them a price, and I'm going to tell them my value, why that is the great price, and they're just going to book it because they want to be done with it. Booking should be easy. People miss the booking. They miss that booking side of it, and they're like, well, we go in person because I can sell better. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're still talking to them. Well, I can't upsell over the phone. Right, but you're going to their house again when they say yes, right? Can you not upsell later? You just spent an hour of your time. Our window cleaning techs, the lowest person kind of on the pole is a person who's just doing the work, right? Like the CEO, which is you of the company, or the person, whatever. What do they make an hour? They produce $100 an hour. That's average for a window cleaner. One single window cleaner produces $100 an hour. It took me an hour to do the estimate. That's $100. Well, yeah, but I can upsell. You just spent another $100. You wasted an opportunity of $100 to go talk to somebody. And more than likely, they've already started the experience bad because you're not there right then. They wanted it then and there. They might have called other people. There's so many things to go wrong. If you call me, I'm going to take 2 minutes and I'm going to give you a price right there, get you in the calendar. And by the time you hang up, you're like, that was easy. Why does Carvana work? Why does Amazon work? Why do all these companies just work? They're easy. I can go to Amazon right now, see an item, and click buy now. Done. Put my phone away. It's that easy. Why does somebody buy something from Amazon instead of going to the website where it's cheaper? Well, I gotta enter my information. Oh, you have to enter your information? You understand you do this all the time. Easy is what works. The experience of easy is what works. It gets people to keep coming back. It's why people shop on Amazon and they're worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. I think they're the world's largest retailer. I think. Platform, something. There's a reason for that. Their prices aren't the cheapest. Their options are great. You have a lot of options. But you also have so many options. I can't go through all of the options. You have 300 pages. Every time I type in, toilet paper, I have 1,000 toilet papers, right? It's the ease that works. Start off with ease. As everybody jokes too, I got to do a quick shameless plug. This podcast today is brought to you by me. I'm a rep for windowcleaner.com. You're a window cleaner, I'm guessing. Or maybe you're getting into window cleaning and you want window cleaning supplies like scrubbers, squeegees, towels, all the way up to water fed. I want to be a rep. I want to put all of your orders in. Why? Because that's how I make my money. It doesn't cost you any extra. WCR pays me to put your orders in, to help you, to be a well of knowledge. Literally, I text dozens and dozens of companies a day. Literally, there's days that I could text 50 different window cleaning companies back and forth. I text all day. Just text me at 862-312-2026 and be like, yo, Jersey, I need this, this, and this. Or put it in your cart, click save this cart. It's right above the checkout button, and let me know. And here's the thing. No, if it's 2 a.m, you don't need me to put it in right then. Relax. It's still going to go in the same day. If there's a sale, the nice thing with booking from me, you could be on an airplane, just be like, Jersey, I got a cart saved. Boom. Saved in at the sale. You're locked in. Don't message me on July 3rd, which was a normal day, but middle of the night, July 3rd, and be like, I just placed my order myself. I waited for you for 10 minutes, but you didn't place it. I know it's 3:15 in the morning, but I didn't want to miss the sale. No sale has ever ended, but on the Monday, right? We don't end sales. Anyway, let me put your orders in. 862-312-2026. I went off the rails and apologize. Also, get the subscription to the American Window Cleaner magazine. I don't know. I can tell you this. Yeah, maybe. Next month is the Squeegee Life Takeover. It's pretty cool. Go and get that. That's you see all these cool stickers everybody's gotten on the buckets. That's where it's from. You get a sticker sheet in a magazine every month for a year for $69. So go do that. awcmaj.com. And if you're looking for a CRM, fantastically amazing Jobber. I have it in the description. I think I get credit for that too. But really, genuinely, it's a fantastic, the new Jobber version is freaking mind-blowing. So, look at that. Anyway, back to it. So you got the booking. You're there. Now you have somebody going to show up, right? Somebody's going to show up. You're going to be in a logoed vehicle, which again doesn't matter to them, the colors or the scheme. It just looks professional. They feel comfortable when you show up and you're in a nice shirt and you don't look like a bum. You don't here to clean your windows. And we're just gonna do outs. I don't want you in my house, right? Make them feel comfortable. But the staff, that's the big one. I'm a huge fan of having a crew chief tech relation, right? Every residential crew is two people. You have one who's a tech. They are the outside guy typically. You could do either, but they're the guy that doesn't talk to the customer the entire time. And then you have your crew chief. He's the person who is, good with customers, can talk. It's not a clone of you. It is just a genuinely nice person who people could build relationship with and have a great experience with, right? You're the one that talks like, hey, my name is Jersey. I'm with XYZ Window Cleaning. I just wanted to say thanks for letting us come, and I'm going to go over a couple things before we get started. Boom. Be nice. Be awesome. Be polite, right? The staff is amazing. If you have people who are like, well, they're kind of quiet. They're not, well, you've already ruined the experience for people. Well, what do I do? Well, when you hire new people, you hire the person, train the position. Anybody can clean windows. And when I say that, I'm talking about like 98% of people, because I've fired people because they just didn't get it after weeks and weeks and weeks. So not anybody, but most anybody. It doesn't have such a ring on it when I say 98% of people can clean windows. You know what I'm saying. They will get faster. They may not be as good as you, which everybody is always like, yeah, you can hire people, but they're not as good as me. They suck. Well, you're hiring the wrong people. You understand that you're the one that's hiring these people. So if you get people and you're like, this guy sucks, you hired him. You did that. Like, you hired the guy that sucks. Like, yeah, that's not his fault. He's always sucked. It's your fault. You hired the wrong guy, right? Quick to fire, slow to hire, right? Anyway, the staff is that front line. The staff has so many more things. They're upselling. They're doing all those things that you said I couldn't do if I did phone bids, right? They're doing all that. And they're doing the dentist close. The dentist close is the most important part of this entire thing for your business and for their experience. I'm telling you, most of you are not doing the dentist close. If you are, you're not doing it. You're just doing it half-behinded. Half-donkeyed. Is that not swearing, right? If you're doing this half donkey, then you're not getting a good close rate. You're probably closing maybe one, maybe you bring it up, maybe you don't. Yeah, I tried it just doesn't work. You did it wrong. No, I've been cleaning windows. Or have you been doing the dentist close for every customer over all those years? Well, no, I just tried. Well, you did it wrong. I'm telling you, the best thing you can do is to get these people on this repeat job, the repeat work. Why? You're like, well, I'm not trying to scam them out of more money. What is a scam? What are you talking about? This is my least favorite heated comment is whenever I talk about the dentist close, people go, yeah, you're just scamming them out of more money. You're an idiot. They decided to do a luxury thing and you made them incredibly happy and you're like, yeah, I don't want to make them happy again. Are you crazy? Like, if that's your mindset, what are you doing? Like, why are you in business? Are you selling cancer medication? No, you're selling an experience of getting your windows clean so they can see outside clearer. I really like looking at birds, or my mom here, she really spends a lot of time with a chair. That's a luxury. You're making them happy. Why would you not want to make them happy more? If our service was free, I'd get everybody to do it daily. Right? Is that fair? Yeah. So who are you to tell them they don't want to buy it more or be happy more? People go out there and buy a $300,000 car. And you're worried about doing too many window cleanings. It's ridiculous. Make them happy. That's what we're doing, right? I want them when they come to me for the first time. That was so easy. This guy was so nice on the phone. We can show up. These guys are so great. Maybe I bring them a chocolate chip cookie. Or on my way to their job, I text them and say, hey, we're on our way. Love to grab you a coffee from Starbucks. What do you drink? I'm not drinking coffee, but I'm going to bring you one. Wow, this is crazy. Yeah, it cost me $5. Well, Starbucks, probably 10. But it cost me nothing to bring you a coffee. Are you kidding me? The guy that showed up to my house brought me a coffee? Like, nuts. The point is that you get them in. Easy, fast, simple, booked. Then they meet you. You're awesome. Your techs are awesome. The whole experience is great. All these guys are great. It's removing the plastic from the iPad, right? The box and sliding it up. Tolerances are good. There's no seams on an iPad box or an iPhone box. You ever notice that? Seams are gross. The texture's gross. This is like a matte. You're like, well, yeah, that's just their butt. No, that's the experience. Then when everything's said and done, I'm like, oh, you are so happy. This has been an amazing experience. I want to make you happy now. There's no better time to ask than right now because you're the absolute most happy. Did you want your next service in 3 months or 6 months? And 6 months gets you to September. That would be the 7th. It'd be another morning appointment. Yeah, actually, morning appointments work. Let's do it. Now I have every person who, not only did I get them in because it was just an amazing experience, I'm booked. They're booked. When that's all said and done, they will tell anybody and everybody who wants to listen. The only reason you know Doubletree Hotel serves cookies is because somebody told you they got a cookie. You understand what that did? So many of us are like, oh man, I just want more reviews. Okay, what if for a review, well, let me rephrase that. Not even a review. What if somebody's like, I'll give you 10 reviews. All you need to do is bring them a Starbucks coffee on the way to their job. All you need to do is be nice. All you need to do is just make a great experience. Now they're telling everybody, you cannot believe the guys came in to clean my windows. They brought me a coffee. Right? Let me give you a quick experience that I have. Now, every year I hire one of my customers that's local to clean my windows, just as a thank you for somebody who's been with me. The last company I had was a Pink's. You've seen Pink the franchise. Well, they showed up, did their thing, washed the experience, did everything. And at the very end, they said, is it okay if I give your dog a treat? Like a toy. We brought this kind of for the dog. I'm like, yeah, heck yeah. My dogs were happy to see him. You know how they were. And they brought in these little Pink's vans because they all drive, the window cleaning van. That says Pink's on the side, the same texture, whatever. And it's a little plush toy. And they gave it to my dogs. Now, not only did that plush toy cost nothing. 2 toys probably cost $3, $5. I don't know. But guess what? My dogs are always playing with these toys. They're all over the house. I can see Pink's vans. They're in my house on my floor when I got to pick them up. And guess what? I've told more people about that. I'm telling literally thousands of people right now about that. And it cost that Pink's a couple bucks. Do not overthink that for some reason you have to be the cheapest out there and that's going to get you customers if you're the cheapest. It's absolutely wrong. Until you change the mindset. And you find out, well, why? Why are they going to tell people? Why are they going to remember me? Guess what? Even if I'm not hiring Pink's the next time, I'm going to remember them because this dog toy is going to last a very long time. And here's the thing. If you have a dog toy and dogs that actually play with them, they're out of the basket all the time. And I run over the Pink's truck all the time. My kids refer to it as like, oh, well, Axel's playing with the Pink's truck again. You got your Pink's truck? Oh, you got this little itty bitty thing. And I'm not saying you need to go out and buy everybody a coffee. And I'm not saying you need to go out there and get your vehicle in a dog toy. What I'm saying is, think about it that way. Think about it. A $1 cookie, a 99-cent cookie, gets people talking because it breaks the noise. And it was so different. They're like, wow, this is crazy. It's a cookie. Nobody cares the value of a thing. They care what it makes them feel like. When you're out there and you say, man, I got to be the cheapest. All these guys are coming in way less than me. Okay, if you don't have a reason for me to buy from you, then why would I pay more for you? Well, I can't compete. They probably don't have insurance. Okay, why would I buy from you? Well, we have insurance. You're going to destroy my stuff? Well, no, but I'm saying, like, okay, you're telling me the reason you have to charge more, like, to you, but I'm the customer. Is insurance great? Yes, but I'm not going to tell you they don't have insurance. I'm going to tell you the reasons you want to buy me. What's your USP? Make a great experience. Hey, these guys are half the price of you. Absolutely. I can't pick and choose what their prices is as much as I wish I could. But I'll tell you, if you choose us, you may pay a little bit more, but you get me. And I personally will guarantee 100% satisfaction. If you're not happy with our service, you don't pay. I'm not going to do shoddy work and leave. I'm not a part-time fly-by-nighter. This is what we do, and this is our passion. We work 8 hours a day, every day, cleaning windows. And we do that with our reputation the way it is. We want to make sure that you're absolutely mind-blown. We also protect against Mother Nature, which I can't say about everybody. There's a 7-day rain guarantee, so you don't have to worry about this time of year. We get rain every single day. If the rain dirties your windows, let us know. We come back and touch them up for you, make them look perfect. And I can't speak for them, but we carry a $2 million insurance policy on top of every tech that we have being personally trained by me. We've never had a claim on insurance, but if it happens or if it's there, you're covered. I can't say that for everybody else. Right? What is my reason to hire me? Now, once they get into it, what makes them remember me? Well, they know who I am. They'll call me again. Really? You know, if you really looked at your numbers, if you're not doing the dentist close, look at your numbers realistically. Like, break it down. It's going to take some time. But find out a customer and see how many times every customer uses you. Just go look. Pull 20 random names. Don't look at the names. Have somebody else pull them so you can't choose your favorite customers. And just see how many times they've used you. How often? I will tell you that you remember you because you look at the logo. Well, we're the guys, the blue guys. Everybody's a blue guy. They may remember you, they may not. A year or two when their windows start getting dirty, they're going to forget about, who was that? Let me look. And then they're going to find somebody with a blue logo and be like, I think that might have been them. Or who did you use? Like, then there's no connection. Have them remember you. That's how you build a company. That's how you become great. That's how you dominate the area. And I've dealt with a lot of great companies. And I've dealt with a lot of their competition. Remember, we have 100,000 customers in our database, basically. Not all of them, obviously, in the U.S., and not all of them are professional window cleaners. Some of them probably are homeowners or something. But it happens a lot where somebody will call me and they'll be like, yeah, I'm in this area, I'm doing this thing, and blah, 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 talking business. And they're like, well, yeah, man, we got one big guy in our area and it's this. It's like, man, they got everybody. I have that other person. I don't say that. Doesn't matter. But it's interesting to see when you talk to different people, right? You're a guy who's made the difference and made the experience great. Every other hotel cannot do chocolate chip cookies because then they're just copying DoubleTree. They got to find their own path. DoubleTree already took that one, right? Anyway, I know you're great, but I know you could be even more greater, awesomer. So go do that. Anyway, okay, I'm a rep for windowcleaner.com. As you know, I always keep saying this, but please, I want to put your orders. And if you guys get anything from this podcast, it's like a virtual high five of awesome just to let me put your orders in. Again, costs you the same if you do it on the website or if you do it through me. I make it absolutely easy. Make sure you get free gift and everything else. We can check fitment. We can just talk shop, and if you got questions, I can answer them. But more importantly, I get paid, and I can buy my very expensive name brand bottled water. It's from Aldi. Don't get too excited. But 862-312-2026 is my cell. Please let me know. Text me. Call me. It's in my cart. I need this, and this. You can do it either way. So please let me know what I can do for you. And check out the American Window Cleaner magazine. It's amazing. It's also my magazine, so I'm kind of partial. awcmag.com. And get Jobber. I'm telling you. If you're not running a CRM or a good CRM, Jobber does literally everything. I've done 3 demos with Jobber. I didn't like it the first 2 times. I've done demos with probably half a dozen companies. I never even talked about CRMs for the first 7 years of this podcast because I didn't find any that were that amazing. I did in the newest version. Where Jobber is right now is absolutely tailored. It's freaking awesome. I didn't have that when I had my company. I sold my company. I wish I did. There's so many things there that just make my life easier. So if you want 20% off a Jobber, get the link. Anyway, please go out there, and I know you're great, but be greater. And more important, go out there and be epic.